This is a sports catastrophe production. Hey there, hello there. It's Jeff Cutter Diamond. Welcome you to another sports catastrophe birthday boy. And the birthday boy today, December 3rd. He's turned 71 years old. He is an icon of the IndyCar circuit. Who says I can't do anything on racing drivers? I did one on Dale Jarrett, so what the hell? So anyway, Rick Mears is an icon. Only 4 men have won the Indy 500 4 times in their careers. AJ Foyt, was Johnny Rutherford. I think it was Johnny Rutherford. And more recently, Helio Castroneves. But anyway, yeah, he's had 6 pole positions in the Indy 500. 79, 82, 86, 88, 89, and 91. That's a record still. And a 3-time IndyCar champion. 79, 81, 82. His name is Rick Mears. He was even mentioned a couple times in home improvement episodes. I'll talk about that later. Anyway, Rick Mears was born in Wichita, Kansas, born and raised in Bakersfield, California. He attracted the attention of Roger Penske because Penske had good Indy cars with Mario Andretti and Tom Sneva under their wing. So they thought that Rick Mears would be great to learn from these people. Mears was given a part-time ride in the 1978 IndyCar season, mostly when Andretti was overseas trying to do things for Formula One and winning the 1978 world title, by the way. Despite the fact that Ronnie Pearson should have won it, but Ronnie Pearson was killed in that accident in Italy. Anyway, he would race the Indy 500. Mears actually qualified on the front row, which was amazing. Mears had a blown engine and was out after 104 laps. He did take Rookie of the Year honors. In 1979, after the U.S. Auto Club changed the sanction from National Championship to CART, I don't know what CART stands for, I forgot. Mears, in a second attempt at winning the Indy 500, won it. He took advantage of Bobby Unser's problems. He won 3 races in the 11 CART eligible races, got him the championship. His worst finish was 7th of all places. Anyway, Rick Mears was decent at that. He was actually offered a Formula One test with Brabham by then team boss Bernie Ecclestone. Mears took interest in the test because of the split between CART and the USAC and all that. So he would test. And, you know, he was looking good with lap times as close as Nelson Piquet and all that. Ecclestone offered Mears a contract with Brabham, but Mears declined, saying that he really didn't think he wanted to move to Europe, and he was still interested in oval racing. Well, Formula One races at like road courses and all that. However, Rick Mears would be an icon in the IndyCar circuit. He actually had 10 races in the 81-82 span, which was amazing. And at the 82 Indy 500, one of the greatest finishes of all time, still one of the greatest of all time, and almost 4 decades later, he almost nipped Gordon Johncock at the line, but lost by 0.16 seconds. Now, they did say that Mears could have done better, but on his final pit stop, the pit crew filled Mears' entire gas tank instead of the amount he needed to finish. And the fact of the matter is that the delay left him 11 seconds behind Johncock. But Mears almost beat Johncock. It was the closest finish to Indy 500 until 1992, when it was Goodyear versus Unser Jr. I think Unser Jr. had it done 4 times. I can't remember. No, Unser Sr. It was Unser Sr., AJ Foyt, then Mears, then Castroneves for 4 wins. Fuck. Anyway. Unser was a decent person and all that. but he would crash at San Air Super Speedway. He had injuries to his right foot that affected him throughout his career. Over the next 3 seasons, from 85 to 87, he only won 2 races. All that. He won the pole position in 86 for the Indy 500, but finished third. Anyway, Rick Mears still looked good. The final race of 89 actually broke the tie he had with Bobby Rahal for most race wins in the 1980s and became the most successful IndyCar driver of the 80s. Rick Mears would suffer heavily. But, you know, Rick Mears was fighting tooth and nail with Michael Andretti. However, with a yellow flag area, it erased Andretti's lead, and Mears gained the lead as Andretti had to go for fuel. So it was a battle royale between Rick Mears and Michael Andretti, and Rick Mears used up his turbocharger, got his 4th Indy 500, became the 3rd driver to do so. At the 92 Indy 500, Rick Mears broke his wrist in a practice crash, and then actually crashed out the race for his first time in his career, as he could not avoid Jim Crawford's spinning car in turn 1. So anyway, Rick Mears decided to retire after the 92 season. Mears had a marriage to his first wife. If you watch the 1982 stuff, you notice that his wife, who was in the pits, was different than the wife that helped him in the 1990s. That's different. His first marriage with Dina was divorced in 83, and then he married Chris Mears in 1986. So yeah, winning the Indy 500 was amazing. He won in 79, 84, 88, and 91, getting 4 straight chances, which was great. And all that. I mean, can you imagine being a 4-time Indy 500 champion? All that? That's amazing. It's the one IndyCar race I always look forward to watching. Of course, Toronto hasn't had a race in a couple of years, but that's because of COVID restrictions. So, yeah, whatever. So anyway, Rick Mears was an icon for American racing. All that. He even appeared. I don't know if he appeared on Home Improvement, but I know in one episode of Home Improvement, the boys got money, I guess, from their grandparents, and were ready to buy like sports cards and all baseball cards. But then they stumble upon an Indy, like a RC car that looked like Rick Mears' car from the 1991 Indy 500 when he went for his 4th title. They take it for a drive. Unfortunately, it gets smashed and all that, and they try their best to avoid Tim finding out about the incident. But Tim and Jill knew that the boys were lying and decided to play up their thinking and guilt them into admitting their thing. But they both learned that, cars are not meant, that the boys thought that the cars were meant to play, not to store in another room. So I guess they learned their lesson in a way. But yeah, it was amazing and all that. Rick Mears was an icon. And IndyCar has suffered since, I guess. Anyway, I'm Jeff Diamond. I do.